Yo, people, welcome back to the gym. I'm bringing a lower body day or leg day, and we're hitting a 1 rep max straight away on a high bar squat. Best believe I haven't done a high bar squat in one entire year. And what's sad is that it used to be my go-to variation. Like, I used to love this squat like a mother loves a child. You don't understand, this squat was my best friend for life, and it was one of the best things I could ever do. I used to look forward to it so much. Along came low bar squats, and then I fell in love even more with low bar squats. Them squats was something else. They fit my leverages so much. They felt so much more nicer, and I could actually do them because obviously people struggle with mobility when it comes to low bar squats. But for me, I could do them so much more easier, and they used to feel so much more nicer. So I put them in instead. So here you're seeing the second attempt at 1 rep max. Obviously not the best footage I could have ever taken, but you can see it was I would say an RP 8.5. Bear in mind I'm fasting. So based on the absolute stupidity of the footage, I thought I got one more attempt left, 3 attempts max. Let's put on 5 pounds and we'll go for one more. I could probably get into a RP 9.5 with this added 5 pounds. So let's see what the rep looks like. Deep, nice, pushing through, bit of knee valgus, but that's gonna happen. Got the grinder shaky a bit. That's it, done. Nod of approval there for me because I was shocked. Now we move on to the back downs. These are the main things. Everyone always thinks the 1 rep max is the most important. No, the back downs are the most important. I chose sets of 6 because I'm starving, and you can probably see that my grip is very, very close. I don't think you can actually see it, but I can, and I also felt it as well because of my extremely close grip. Like I said, I got very good mobility, so for me, I can put my grip closer. But what I didn't realize is that it makes it so that my upper back isn't as tight as it should be, which means that my traps aren't actually retracted or my scapulars aren't retracted, and that natural bridge for my traps isn't even there. So the bar over here is, actually resting on my neck, which is honestly painful. And I realized that a bit too late. But what can you do? You just move on, live and you learn, they say. Now I did something called high bar good mornings. Now when people are going to see this, or if you do see this, I doubt anyone's going to see this because I'm not even popular at this time of recording. But I hope to be. Everyone can dream, right? I'm doing these high bar good mornings because I want less load on my posterior chain, more stimulus, stimulus to fatigue ratios. It's basic things that I'm probably going to talk about more as I go along. So you can see I'm going quite deep. I used to go not as that deep, but because of the lower load, I feel like I can go deeper. And because I was going deeper, my hamstrings and my glutes and my spinal erectors were just feeling it so much more better. So I might stick with this form and try build it up using this form instead of doing my natural range of motion for my hamstrings and building it up from there, because what was happening was that it felt like I wasn't even getting enough stimulus in the hamstrings as I was building up the weight. Now I know what people are going to say, oh, that's ego lifting, you're ego lifting. No, I wasn't ego lifting. I was lifting and I was putting on I was like using standard double progression and putting on 5 pounds a week. I was making progress. It was just that progress had slowed down, obviously because the weight was getting higher and higher and I was on a cut, but the progress has slowed down considerably. And it just didn't feel like a good morning anymore. It felt more like something else. So that's why it felt more like a rack pull, in the sense that my upper back was getting more fatigued than anything else. So that's why I've decided to focus on more going deeper more, and not just focusing on, I'm going to my natural range of motion, let's just end it there. No. Let's go deeper. And I've come to the conclusion maybe that because of me doing good mornings a lot, my hamstring mobility has increased, meaning that I can actually go more deeper now, meaning that my natural range of motion has actually increased. That's my hypothesis, and I'm going to test it out. Now you're going to see me do some nice not lying, am I stupid? So now you're going to see me do some hanging leg raises. Just a way to get ab volume. It's not going to fatigue you at all. Bear in mind, my fatigue is going to be even more worse than your fatigue. Unless you're a bodybuilder in prep and you're honestly like 5 weeks out or something, then you're fair enough. But, there's no fatigue. This is going to generate zero fatigue. So go ham and cheese on this. Go crazy on this. Abs, go for it. And also, I find that it complements good mornings because it kind of decompresses your spine in a weird way. So, go for it. Now we move on to isolations, leg extensions, zero fatigue, especially because my quads were absolutely, out of this world. They didn't even exist at this point. I mean, they just vanished. They were like, forget this, we're out after them squats. So I just did some leg extensions because I want to do 3 more extra sets. I like to do 6 sets on my leg days for each muscle. So this is some leg extensions. Although I just said I like to do 6 sets, I did 5 sets total. So I did 2 sets of leg extensions because I was running out of time and I was quite tired. And I couldn't be asked. When you're fasting, work capacity is down. Work capacity is one of the most important things. You should try building it. GPP will become a crutch, and lying leg curls. So both your isolations are very important, especially when it comes to generating stimulus versus fatigue. Stimulus to fatigue ratio again. I should really make it more simple when I explain it. But I was able to hit these for a bit more volume, aka I was able to do this for more reps. Sorry, both the same thing, but I was able to do it for more reps. So I'm talking 10 to 15 instead of my casual 6 to 10 with squats on good mornings. Isolations are very important, and they play so are compounds, and they both have a casual relationship, meaning that you can't do one without the other in order to maximize. You know what I'm trying to say? I know I'm kind of stuttery. I'm hungry. All I can smell is food. Please allow it. But what I'm trying to say is that people like to neglect isolations and focus only on compounds, and then vice versa. But you should do both. Trust me, you should do both, and you will thank me in the long run. That's the end of the workout. I hope you enjoyed me waffling